Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news all right. Steelers Nation, buckle up because there's some serious buzz going around about a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the AFC North and set the Steelers up for a deep playoff run. The rumor mill is buzzing with whispers that the Los Angeles Chargers might be open to parting ways with Khalil Mack, and if this happens, it could be a game-changer for Mike Tomlin's squad. Now I know what you're thinking, Khalil Mack, the veteran pass rusher who's been a dominant force in the league for years. Yeah, that's the one. And if this move materializes, it could be exactly what the Steelers need to elevate their pass rush and push their defense into elite territory once again. Let's back up a bit and look at what makes this rumor so intriguing. Adam Schefter, one of the most reliable NFL insiders, has floated the possibility that the Chargers, currently sitting at 7-3 and with a cap space of around $3 million, might be willing to send Mack over in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. The Chargers are in a bit of a rebuild mode on their defense, especially after dealing with injuries and seeing their front seven take some hits. They're looking to add youth and fresh talent, and trading Mack, who's 33 but still produces at a high level, could free up cap space to focus on extending Justin Herbert and shoring up other areas like the offensive line, which has been leaking sacks lately. Now, why would the Steelers be interested? Well, for starters, their pass rush has been a bit inconsistent this season, especially after the absence of T.J. Watt. Watt, who's been a cornerstone of the Steelers' defense when healthy, has missed 3 games due to a lingering rib injury. His presence on the field is undeniable. He's the kind of player who commands double teams and creates chaos up front. But even with Watt, the Steelers could use more firepower along that front. They've been relying heavily on Alex Highsmith and other rotational players. But adding a veteran like Mack could give them the edge they need to really turn up the pressure on quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson. Khalil Mack's profile is still incredibly impressive. In 2023, he's registered 17 sacks, which is right up there among the league leaders, and he's been a disruptive force even when not racking up sacks. His ability to generate pressure, at a 32% pressure rate this season, combined with his knack for forcing fumbles and impacting plays in crucial moments, makes him the kind of player every defense needs. Remember, Mack's career totals include 111. 5 sacks, 471 solo tackles, and 170 assists, with 7 Pro Bowls and a Defensive Player of the Year award under his belt. He's a proven game changer, and at this stage of his career, he's still got plenty left in the tank. Now, some fans might wonder about the health concerns. Yes, Mack dealt with some injuries in 2025, including knee issues that caused him to miss 4 games. But he's shown resilience and the ability to produce when healthy, and his low yards after catch allowed, just 3. 2 yards demonstrates his ability to set the edge and limit big plays. The Chargers' decision to potentially move him is driven by their desire to free up salary cap space, around $15 million, to extend Herbert and address their offensive line woes, which have allowed 28 sacks this season. It's a strategic move that makes sense for a team looking to rebuild and optimize their roster. For the Steelers, acquiring Mack would mean an immediate boost in their pass rush, especially in a division that emphasizes the run game. The AFC North has been dominated by tough, physical football, with teams like the Bengals and Ravens leaning on their ground games. Mack's presence on the edge would help Pittsburgh generate multiple sacks per game, projected to be around 12 in the coming weeks, pushing their total to a level that makes offenses think twice. That would elevate the entire defense, allowing linebackers like Cole Holcomb and Mark Robinson to get cleaner looks at the quarterback and stop the run more effectively, reducing opponents' yards per carry from around 4.1 to closer to 3.5. What's truly exciting is the potential ripple effect. If Mack joins the Steelers, it's not just about individual stats, it's about transforming the defense into a true juggernaut. His presence could turn the secondary into a more confident unit, giving them extra seconds to cover receivers and making life miserable for quarterbacks under pressure. This, in turn, could lead to more turnovers, more 3-and-outs, and a defense that's feared across the league. It's the kind of move that could propel Pittsburgh from a decent team into serious contenders, especially with the playoffs approaching. And speaking of the postseason, the odds of the Steelers making a deep run could significantly improve with a player like Mack. Bookmakers are already shifting their projections, with Super Bowl odds moving from plus 2,500 to as low as plus 900 if this trade happens. Mack's playoff experience, highlighted by his performance in 2016 when he sacked Tom Brady twice in the AFC Championship, could be exactly what Pittsburgh needs to take that next step. His ability to influence critical moments, whether it's a clutch sack, a forced fumble, or just relentless pressure, makes him an ideal X-factor for the Steelers' playoff push. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade could also cement Mack's legacy as a Steelers legend. Similar to how the Steelers built their defenses in the past, with strategic signings and trades that turned them into dynasty-defining units, adding Mack could be the final piece that helps them dominate the AFC North and beyond. It's reminiscent of past moves that forged great defenses. Think of the Steel Curtain or the dominant units of the 2000s. This isn't just about one player. It's about setting a tone for the future and establishing the Steelers as a team that's serious about returning to their rightful place at the top of the league. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and there's always the possibility that the Chargers might hold on to Mack or look for other options. But if this deal goes through, it's going to be a game changer for Pittsburgh. Imagine the roar of the Heinz Field crowd as Mack rushes the passer, disrupting offenses and energizing the entire team. That's the kind of spark that could ignite a playoff run and make the Steelers a team nobody wants to face come January. So, Steelers fans, keep your fingers crossed and stay tuned. This could be the move that defines the 2023 season and sets the tone for years to come. The AFC North is already a battleground, but with a player like Mack in black and gold, the division might just become even more difficult for rivals to handle. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just about adding a star. It's about changing the entire dynamic of the Steelers' defense and their prospects for a deep playoff run. Mack, with his proven track record and relentless style of play, could be the piece that elevates the team to new heights. As we inch closer to the postseason, every game counts, and having a player of Mack's caliber could be the difference between a good season and a historic one. Pittsburgh fans, get ready for what could be an exciting finish to this season, because if this deal happens, it's going to be a game changer, and trust me, you'll want to be part of the ride. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news.